Hello. Doing my speech. Audience members.
Hello.
Hi. I love you. 3 simple words and a very powerful phrase. A phrase that everybody should hear but is often forgotten. Even a simple I love you is open-ended. I'm guilty of it. You're guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. And that's why I'm here today, to tell somebody that I love them and that all throughout my life they have influenced me. Determination, beauty, intelligence, and wisdom. When I think about these words, I think about one person, my mother. She possesses all of these qualities and more, but I don't think that they would do her justice. She has been my role model from a very young age, my beacon of navigation in a world of lost souls. I am the woman I am today because of her influence. She has taught me how to get through any situation with a smile on my face. She has held my hand through the good times and cheered me on through the bad. She might not be the prettiest, the smartest, or even June Cleaver, but to me, she's perfect. When I was younger, my mother was the one who got me through my awkward years. They were especially bad for me. I was a late bloomer. I had glasses, poofy hair, no style, and was taller than most of the kids at my school, even the boys. I got made fun of a lot in middle school, and I remember one day after school like it was only yesterday. I'd been made fun of a lot that day, and I just came home in tears. I was mad at everyone and everything. My mom sat me down, pulled me in her lap, and rocked me. I was 12 or 13 at the time, but she just pulled me in her lap and rocked me and told me that I was the most beautiful girl in the entire world, and that all the other kids were just jealous of me, and that's why they made fun of me. She'd always tell me the exact thing that I needed to make myself feel better and to make my world right again. When other kids were being mean to me, she would tell me that little girls are bitches and little boys think with their private parts, and that when they were acting that way, they were just being themselves. To this day, I still tell myself that when people are being rude or mean. She may not be the most eloquent with her words, but they were effective and they helped me. When I was around 18 and right out of high school, my parents divorced. It was really hard for my mom, as she was recently retired from the military and a full-time student. She had to rely on me quite a lot to help with my little sister, as she was in school 4 nights a week. But she never quit, and she ended up graduating magna cum laude with a master's degree in nursing home administration. I have never been so proud of her, and when I saw her walk across the stage, I was the proudest daughter in the world. She's the reason I'm finishing school. She's my motivation. If she can raise 2 kids on her own, then I have no reason to not be able to get my associates. I have never doubted that my mother loved me. She always wanted the best for me and taught me in different ways how to be the best. She always made me feel beautiful and smart, even when I got bad grades or was a hot mess. I was a late bloomer. She got me through my teenage angst years and much heartbreak, be it due to a boy, friends, or even school. She never let me doubt my own self-worth or myself. She was always there to make sure I knew how special I was and what an amazing person I am. Even on my darkest days, she made me see the light at the end of the tunnel. My mom has been through a lot of hard times. She was sick for a very long time and the doctors could never understand why. A few years ago, she was diagnosed with hyper and hypothyroidism. This disease can affect many parts of your body and your emotions. Once the doctors were able to diagnose this, they were able to determine that the thyroid needed to come out completely to prevent future issues. On the operating table, there was a mistake made, and she almost died on the table. They were able to correct the mistake, and she came through. Once she was awake, she never blamed anyone, and she wasn't angry. She just made herself think positive and got herself healthy. She even made me sneak in her headache medicine into the hospital because the doctors wouldn't give her any. She doesn't know the word quit. When things get tough, she just grits and gets through it. I've never met anyone more determined than her. A lot of people look back on their childhood and wish things would be different, but not me. I love every moment I have of growing up, and a lot of that has to do with my mom. I didn't always like her or agree with the things she said, but I always respected her. We've had our moments of fighting like any mother and daughter will do, but when she was my best friend, and I often turned to her when I need advice or when I need a shoulder to cry on. I am not sure that I would be the strong woman I am today without her guidance and support. I'm thankful every day that she is who she is and that I get to call her mom. All I know is that my world and my life is amazing with her in it. The end.